What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Mike Does It All. Today we are installing the finishing touches on my wife's 2019 Ford Expedition XLT 202A package. Alright, these are the fog lights that I'm going to be installing. Here is the part number, H11COB72W. For those of you that have already checked it out, you know that I've changed out the low and the high beams to Akari LEDs. The Eye of Megatrons, they're like $89.99 a set. I've changed out the turn signals to the Alla lighting 7443 switchback bulbs with the resistors installed right here. Today we're doing the fog lights. Switching them over to these Alla bulbs. And here they are right here. They've got a wraparound LED design. Goes around, and then here in the front, another LED bulb behind a projector. Now, I chose to go with a fog light that doesn't have the heatsink on the back. Don't know if that's going to be an issue. Don't know if these things are going to get hot. We'll find out. Burn them up if they do. You know, they were like 25 bucks on Amazon. I can buy another pair, but the problem with the heat sinks that you might have is underneath there. When I get underneath there, you will see there's not a whole lot of room behind that bulb right here. Like you probably have about this much more room behind this bulb. So you've got to be able to get this thing in there and then in and then twist it. So you might not have enough room right here. But so I'm going to install these and then we'll see what it does. All right, let's get to it. Another thing I'd like to point out before you get down on the ground, I would get some flathead screwdrivers because you've got to take off the plug on this thing before you're able to twist it out. So, and the plugs are kind of awkward in there, and I found last time I took them out, the little flathead screwdriver seems to pop them off pretty good. So, just a little tip right there before you get down on the ground and realize you got to get back out. Alright, another little tip, have a good light underneath here because you're going to need it. I will actually do a video, I'm going to kind of review on these lights that I picked up at Harbor Freight. A Braun 18650 adjustable LED. It's kind of got like about a 6-inch light strip on it, and it's magnetic, works awesome. So, back to the fog lights. The fog light that we're working on is, if you can see it, is right here. Okay, now let me move this stuff around. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of room underneath here, but this is it. Oh, wait for it to focus. There we go. Gotta get this plug off because this little piece right here, this blocks this light when you got to twist it. Okay, so it will not. See, it hits it. So you've got to take this plug off and then you'll be able to turn it past that. But what I was saying on the heat sink, it might be kind of awkward to get behind that thing because you can see, let me see if I can hold this, see if I can get my other arm in there now. Alright, now, yep, all you've got is this much room right here, okay? You might not be able to get the heat sink in there to be able to get the bulb in, and then the heat sink to not hit this bracket. So just think about that before you buy them. Okay, I will tell you right now that was not easy to get that plug off. You've got to pry one side off, and then the other side you got to get a screwdriver on it, and yeah. So don't get discouraged. It will eventually come off. But yep, here you go. There's the stock Phillips H8. And then this guy right here. Alright, let's get it in. And then I'm going to turn the lights on and let you see the difference between the halogen and the new LED. Alright, here is the difference. Yep, everything's white on this side. Come over here. This is the, yeah, you can see the fog light. I mean, first of all, it's yellow. It's kind of got that amber look to it. And then you got the headlights. and the turn signals being white, but then that was just kind of making it not look very good. Now, bam, yeah, you can see the brightness. I mean, look how much they're putting out, a lot more light. So that's going to help out a lot with these projector headlights. All right, I really didn't, I guess I started just taking the light off. I really didn't go into detail on it. So here you go. You just got to pretty much climb underneath the front, and you can get to that bulb just by laying down underneath the vehicle and going up to that, going over to the side to the back of the housing, and you get to that plug. And another thing, it really does help out to have a magnetic light. And you're working on these things. Boom. All right, just like the other side. Here's this one right here. This one's a little bit easier. Doesn't have a whole lot of stuff over here. A lot more room, and about the same distance behind it. So get a heat sink at your own discretion if you want one with a heat sink. This one might actually have a little bit more room behind it than the other side. All right, just the passenger side, and yeah, that side, the passenger side's a lot easier to get to. You got a lot more room on that one. So there you go. I'll post another video of what everything looks like at night, but I think that looks pretty good. All right, everybody, here is the nighttime video. There you go. That's pretty good output right there for LEDs. I mean, that's going to give HIDs a run for its money. With the new technology of these LEDs, they're putting out a lot of light. So there you go from the front. Looks way cooler to me, and a lot meaner too. But that's just me, you know, everybody's different. And those corner lights, you can't really do much about that because they've got amber lenses. So I don't even know if they're halogen bulbs or not. I haven't even looked into it. So, but I'm not worried about that. That's not bugging me too much because I think you have to have that anyways. So there you go. There's that. There's the high beam Hikaris, and there's the low with the fogs. Okay, when you go to high beam, it cuts the fog lights off, but then it turns the fogs back on when you go back to low. So there you go. All right, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. More videos coming.